Here's an honest question. Who would make a better president, Joe Biden or my 1-year-old? It's a close call, so let's roll the tape. My 1-year-old babbles incoherently at all times. She doesn't know how to speak English. Here's Joe Biden last week.
And I mean, and the thing that, you know, I come from the state of Delaware, you know, we had more acreage burned last year than the state of Delaware and Maryland combined. For you all on Montana, that ain't, you know, but I want people to get a sense of how massive these fires are and how they affect the water systems. And anyway, but I'm sorry to take your time, but I wanted you to be able to explain that. So
okay. My 1-year-old touches things she's not supposed to and gets in trouble. Here's footage of Joe Biden creepily holding the hand of a boy on an airplane tarmac while shoving his filthy mask into his hand and likely scarring him for life. It's just gross. Just like my 1-year-old, Joe Biden eats things he's not supposed to. Here's Biden last week eating a globule off his face when he was handed a message from his staff saying, "Sir, there's something on your face." He eats it, okay? According to Joe Biden himself, the president needs help going to the bathroom, just like my 1-year-old.
What must be what?
Okay. My 1-year-old is also learning how to walk right now. Joe Biden is also learning. Joe Biden's presidency is folding faster than Biden on a staircase. So, would a 1-year-old make a better president? The American people seem to think so. According to Rasmussen, Biden has a 47% approval rating with a 52% disapproval rating. Worse, his strong approval numbers are 27% compared to his strong disapproval of 42. That gives him a -15 approval index. Biden is totally underwater. Trust us, if you're feeling more and more like this country is led by low IQ, ugly communists who don't know what they're doing, you're not alone. And there's some cold comfort in that. Americans have never distrusted their establishment ruling class more than right now, in this moment. And it's delicious. It actually means that we are winning a little bit. 58% of voters agree. Corporate media are the enemy of the people. CNN has lost 70% of their viewership. The Atlantic magazine will go out of business soon. They're losing tens of millions of dollars each year. Polling shows that only 12% of Americans have confidence in Congress. Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi is the most despised member of that Congress. 51% of Americans view her unfavorably. Not surprisingly, Kamala Harris, America's least impressive human, has now finally accomplished something other than being Montel Williams' backup side piece on the red carpet.
Former talk show host Montel Williams. Back then, he was the famous one and had to introduce her to the paparazzi.
Your vice president, everyone. Such an inspiration. Young ladies, here's a lesson. Date as many powerful men as you can. Sell your soul and dignity for power. Debase yourself so completely that your one-party home state will not even give you a single delegate for president, and perhaps after accepting a free job from a decrepit old white guy that you called racist, you too can become the most unpopular vice president in the entire history of a generation. Yeah. According to recent polling, Kamala is the most unpopular vice president since the early 1970s. We have not had a vice president this unpopular since Joe Biden had hair. So it's really weird. What is happening here? It seems like there's a shift happening, and it's pretty simple. Americans hate tyrants. We always have, and we always will. Our modern political class has dropped all pretext and shown us exactly who they are: ugly, authoritarian communists. For these people, the playbook is always the same. Gain control of the media, education, military, and law enforcement institutions, isolate groups who stand against you, demonize and scapegoat them to cover up your own incompetence, then force compliance or punish them with re-education. It happened in Nazi Germany. It happened in Soviet Russia. It's happening right now in communist China. Here on your screen is footage of non-compliant Chinese Uyghurs getting loaded into train cars for re-education. If you wonder where LeBron James's shoes are made, you're looking at it. The communists who run this country think the Chinese system is amazing. They want to do that here, next. You can hear it in their language. They say it out loud. Don't believe me? Listen.
Private businesses, I am asking them and suggesting to them, go to vaccine-only admission. Go to vaccine-only admission.
And what we really need to do at this point is to make vaccination the easy choice. It needs to be hard for people to remain unvaccinated.
Don't get the vaccine, you can't go to the supermarket. Don't have the vaccine, you can't go to the ball game. Don't have the vaccine, can't go to work. You don't have the vaccine, can't come here. No shirt, no shoes, no service. That's where I think we should be right now.
You're not allowed to buy food unless you comply? What ideology dictates orders to private business and starves the peasants who don't comply? Communism. Easy answer. Communism has come to America, people. It's wildly unpopular, and it's time to fight it. We are all mad as hell. We're not going to take it anymore. And this show is devoted to those taking the fight to the communists and the authoritarians directly on their home turf. Strap in, people. We got a country to save.